Hi, my name is Mark Oglivy. I'm the design director for RuneScape, and today we're here to talk about the lost city of the Elves, Prifddinas.
So let's start about talking player power and what the choices were when people basically voted for this new gameplay.
So at the beginning of the year, we made a poll, which was asking the players to choose between the Lost Elven City and the Inventor skill. This is quite an apt subject for me, actually, because the Inventor skill was something I came up with. It was something that we decided would be a good addition to the game. The Inventor skill is a brand new skill all about customizing your own gear. However, up against that was the Elf City. The Elf City is something that the players have expected for the last 10 years, probably longer. We've always talked about adding a new city to the game, a home for high-level players, and also the potential to finish the Elf storyline, which has been in the game for a very, very long time. It was a tough choice, and actually it was really, really close. I think the Elf City won with about 54% of the vote, so it was pretty close. And then really the development journey began, ending with the launch of the Elf City yesterday.
But that development process was interesting. Talk about how the players played a role once the voting ended.
Once the voting ended, we started discussing the ideas with the players. So on all of our social media channels, whether it's Facebook or Reddit or Twitter or on our own forums, we started talking about the ideas that we had for the things that we wanted to put into the Elf City. We released about 5 design documents with different areas of kind of expertise within each of the design documents, and we invited the players to give us feedback, comment on the things that they liked, they didn't like, give us suggestions about how things could change. So it really was an incredibly open process. We wanted to give them complete transparency of everything that we wanted to do, but also give them the ability to influence all of those things. A lot of the ideas from the get-go came from the forums. So it wasn't like we came up with the ideas and asked them to comment on them. Sometimes they were their ideas in the first place, and we changed them, we tailored them, made them fit with RuneScape, and then consulted with the players to find out if it was the things that they really wanted. So not only with the design documents, but also with the graphics. So a lot of the character art that we put together, a lot of our original sketches, we asked them to comment on, give us feedback on, all of the skill content that's there in the game. The Elf City's massive, it's kind of like 8 different sections. Each section has got 2 skills in it. So that's 16 skills that are covered within the city. We asked them to help us choose what skills would be in there. We asked them to help us choose what levels those skills would be targeted at. We asked them to help us choose the kind of rewards that they would get from interacting with the content. So absolutely everything has had player influence on it. And this whole thing, the whole player power, everything that we've been talking about this year is all about the players choosing what we do when we do it. And that isn't just a bold statement, it's something we fundamentally believe in.
Was there anything that surprised you that the players wanted that maybe you guys wouldn't have necessarily gone that direction?
Yeah, so we had some quite bold ideas in terms of giving players access to quite difficult pieces of content. So it's an interesting thing with a game that evolves as much as RuneScape. It becomes a badge of honor doing things which are really difficult. So we came up with some ideas to make it slightly easier to get access to those things and to complete some of the older pieces of content that we had in the game. Because we knew that a lot of players just hadn't done those things. Whereas, interestingly, the feedback we got from the players was, please don't make things easier. Because for them, it's that badge of honor. And for those people that had already done it, I can totally understand them saying, well, I don't want other people to do those things that I have done. But for the players that hadn't yet done it, they were saying, well, no, actually, I want that challenge. I want that kind of difficulty. So instead, we changed the ideas so that it was easier for them to get access to those high-level challenges, but not necessarily easier for them to complete them.